Welcome to Credit Unit 4, Module 3. Congratulations, this is the final module of the course. In this module, we'll be looking at personal finance. While this course has been teaching you things that you'll hopefully be using once you start your career, we're now going to look at some things that might benefit you personally, right now. First, we'll be taking a look at personal credit. Having good credit makes you more trustworthy to banks and companies. Not only will they be more likely to offer you lines of credit, but they will often give you better terms as well. You won't be able to avoid paying all interest and financial fees, but remember that every dollar you spend on interest is added to the cost of what you bought, and paying avoidable fees like late fees and transaction fees is as close to throwing money away as you can get. To raise your credit score, you need to utilize sources of credit like credit cards and make sure you pay your bills and debts on time. Your book defines personal finance as the application of financial principles to the monetary decisions you make for yourself or your family. As you might expect, the more you plan, the better you'll understand your situation and what you need to do to achieve your goals. The financial planning life cycle breaks down what your financial plans should be at each stage of your life. The 3 stages are building wealth, preserving and increasing wealth, and living on your accrued wealth. We'll then go over the value of a college degree and some tips on landing a job after college. Then we'll talk about the importance of saving, and in particular, starting to save as early as possible. It's always going to be hard to put money into a savings plan instead of spending it on something you really want, but the younger you are when you start saving, the more money you'll have when you reach retirement age. This is because of compound interest. When you start saving now, you'll receive a return on your money. Then, even if you don't add any more money to your savings, your future returns will be larger because you'll get a return on what you initially invested as well as a return on the interest you've already earned. So how do you develop a personal financial plan? There are 3 main steps. The first is to evaluate your current financial situation. This means figuring out your net worth by adding up all your assets and subtracting from that all your liabilities. You'll also want to prepare a cash flow chart, which shows where your money comes from and where it goes. This will help you to see if you're financially solvent or operating in the red. The next step is to set goals. You should set short-term, intermediate-term, and long-term financial goals. The last step is to develop a budget and use that to evaluate your financial performance. Compare what you plan to earn and spend with what you actually earn and spend. You shouldn't expect your prediction to be 100% accurate, but if you're doing it right, it should be pretty close. If not, you'll need to identify why there's a discrepancy and figure out what you should do about it. Then finally, we'll take a look at how Americans are saving, or perhaps more accurately, not saving enough. And we'll take a look at the recent subprime mortgage debacle and see what we can learn from it about wise investing and living with economic uncertainty. Hopefully, this module can help you get a better sense of your own finances and give you some things to think about in terms of making smart financial decisions in the future. Once you finish this module and the final credit unit assessment, you'll be done with the course. I hope you've learned a lot and are excited to continue your journey in the field of business. Thank you, and good luck.
Created using Powtoon.